Hey everyone, welcome to the Super Review Show's Mixed Bag, coming to you live once again from the J Cave. Just to remind everyone, we the best
podcast.
We're keeping it low key tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because last week was so much fun. We're going to be a little bit more low key this week. I'm joined as always by my good man Bill Murphy.
What's going on, folks? First, a couple things. First out, shout out to my friend Allie for coming on last week.
Yes, thank you, Allie, again for coming on. You did awesome. So happy.
Yeah, hopefully she'll be on in the future. On again in the future.
Yes.
And second of all, we all hope you had a awesome 4th of July.
Yes, to our American listeners and viewers, hope you had a wonderful 4th of July.
And to our Canadian listeners this past Friday, we hope you had a nice Canada Day.
Yes, Canada Day.
We still love you guys. We love you guys.
You guys are outstanding. You'll love to see it. So, Bill, what is tonight's topic?
Okay, you remember a couple weeks ago, we did a topic of people who you thought were one-hit wonders, but they're not.
Correct.
Today, we're doing the opposite. People who you didn't think were one-hit wonders, but they are.
Yes.
I just want to give you some context here. One, we are only going by U.S. charts. We are only going by U.S. charts here. And because there are some bands who may have had only a one-hit wonder. Okay, one-hit wonder is described as like a number one hit, but no, it's described as only one top 40 single. So we are only going off of the American charts.
Yeah, because we're in the U.S. So
these bands do have higher chart hits in other countries. But we're just talking about the U.S. today, and consider it America's 2-day belated birthday gift.
There we go.
Anyway, and also we are not knocking the quality of these bands or the quality of these songs. We're just telling you these were their only one-hit wonders. So, and I'm dilly-dallying. JT, are you ready to start, my friend? Because we actually do have the same one to start off, don't we?
We do, and we're talking tonight.
Means?
What does that mean, Bill?
It means 1, 2, 3.
We swipe right.
We swipe right.
Been a little while, buddy. Been a little while.
Allie and I somewhat swiped right last week.
Haha, that's right. But tonight we're talking about Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah. If I told you beforehand that Jimi Hendrix was a one-hit wonder, would you believe me?
At first, I'd be like, maybe. But go on.
Jimi Hendrix's only only top 40 hit was 1968 All Along the Watchtower.
Yep, which is not even his song, by the way. It's Bob Dylan's.
It was a cover by Bob Dylan. And I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion or a popular opinion. I actually like this version better than Bob Dylan's.
A lot of people do. I've listened to both versions too, but this one's very good.
But after Jimi Hendrix died, Bob Dylan started playing a more heavy arrangement of this song.
That's true.
So, All on the Watchtower, it only hit number 20
on the Billboard charts, correct?
On the Billboard 100, it only hit number 20.
Wow, interesting. I didn't know that.
So technically, Jimi Hendrix is a one-hit wonder.
He's had a lot of other great music too. If you've not heard of Jimi Hendrix, get on it, guys. He's one of the best guitarists of all time. Too.
I do love All Along the Watchtower. I also really like Hey Joe.
Hey Joe's a good one. Purple Haze.
Purple Haze is awesome.
Yes, Electric Landlady. The whole album is great.
But you know what? Do you think maybe Jimi Hendrix, someone like the great Jimi Hendrix, maybe top charting hits don't really mean much?
Maybe not, honestly. I mean, it's hard to say because I look at, for some people, the Hot 100 means something to them. For some people, it doesn't. For some people, there's just the quality of the music means a lot to them. And honestly, Jimi Hendrix music in general is definitely some of the best guitar playing of all time. He was definitely a pioneer of the instrument as well. It's just like Eric Clapton was, just like Pete Townsend, people like that of that era. But I think
Jimi Hendrix, agree or disagree, is one of the top 5 greatest guitarists of all time.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
I put him up there with Eric Clapton.
Yep.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Pete Townsend of The Who.
Exactly.
Keith Richards of the Rolling Stones is another one.
Oh, absolutely.
So
you know what we got to do one day?
What do we got to do?
I actually just came up with this idea.
What do you got?
And we do this on a couple of my sports podcasts. For Batter Up, shout out to them. They do awesome work.
They do good. Yeah, good. Listen to them. They're really good. They're on their YouTube channel. But yeah, go ahead.
We pick a team.
Yeah.
They pick a team and they do like what's called a Mount Rushmore.
Oh yeah, okay.
Mount Rushmore of like who are the greatest players of this. And maybe one day we should do a Mount Rushmore of like greatest guitarist, greatest vocalist.
Good idea. I'm writing that idea down right now.
So maybe we'll do that one day.
Maybe we'll do it next week or something like that. Who knows?
We'll see what kind of mood we're in.
Yeah, we'll next week hasn't come yet, so.
Yeah, we just started this week, so.
Yeah, we just started this broadcast tonight.
So let's not think about next week yet.
No.
But anyway, folks. Yeah, so I think Jimi Hendrix will go down as one of the greatest guitarists, and All Along the Watchtower is
incredible.
Yeah. But you know what line I really love in that song? Going, is this man come drink my wine, plowman dig my earth, going, let's start talking falsely now. The hour's getting late. The hour is getting late.
Yep.
It is a great song.
It is.
Yeah, that is what we're starting off with. Jimi Hendrix.
All right. Since we both kind of swiped right on that, well, what's your next pick? Just we'll go back and forth.
Okay. My next one is The Grateful Dead.
Oh, interesting.
And
a band that I have never gotten into.
Really?
I probably should though.
To be honest, yeah. I'm not really a big Deadhead either.
I have nothing against them. Do I acknowledge their greatness? Yes, but I haven't gotten into them.
I think Jerry Garcia is one of the most underrated frontmen in rock and roll history.
Oh, I agree with you 100%.
I think Jerry Garcia is very underrated. But yeah, I want to give a shout out to a few friends of mine for this one. One is my very good friend Vinny, when you met at the Who concert.
Yes, good old Vinny. Shout out.
Vinny and his dad are both Deadhead, and his dad Steve, they're both big Deadheads.
Wow.
So that's for you guys. And he even told me to put that on the list. So thank you, Vinny.
Thank you.
And also a shout out to my old college friend, Sasha, who is also a big Deadhead. So Sasha, if you are watching, that is for you. So anyway, so their only top 40 hit was 1987, Touch of Grey.
Yep, that's correct.
Was Touch of Grey, which peaked at number 9
on the Hot 100.
On the Hot 100.
That's crazy.
And also, I left something out here. We're only, when we talk about number ones, we're only talking about those on like the mainstream charts. Like on the top 100, we're not talking about like the rock charts or anything. We're only talking about the top 100. Yeah, just want to make that clear to our listeners.
Yep, all good. So what do you got, Bill?
So anyway, yeah, Touch of Grey, because the Deadhead, the Dead were such a big staple in like the 60s.
Yeah.
They were such a big staple in like the 60s and in the 70s and in the 80s. Like, I remember I was listening to this. I randomly watched this thing after Jerry Garcia died on YouTube when it said, by the 60s, Dead were breaking out. Number 70s, they were a mainstay. In the 80s, they had a top 10 hit. And by the 90s, the Dead were rich. But you know what? It's like, you want to know something? It's you've heard the song Touch of Grey.
I have.
It's a good song.
It is.
But you want to know something? It's like to a lot of deadheads, if they ask you what your favorite Dead song is, and you say Touch of Grey, they will give you dirty looks.
Oh yeah, because it's regarded as their big hit, correct?
Yeah, because it took them over 20 years to get a top 10 hit.
That's a long time if you really think about it, Bill. Because I mean, most people they have like a hit throughout their career. They've hit every like couple of years. Now it's every couple of months with certain people because the way they produce things. But back then, the fact that when did the Grateful Dead come out? 1960. What year was it? 5?
I'll tell you in a second.
Let's check really quick. 65. I was right. How about total guess too? I forgot. So the Grateful Dead, and but they have Dead and Company now, which are still touring. But Grateful Dead, the fact that they had a big chart hit back then, that high up late in their career, really shows you the longevity of the band. And because most people, I'll give you an example, like Bruce Springsteen, who had his first Hot 100 hit was in 1975 with Born to Run, the title track. Then 5 years later, you get Hungry Heart. But Healy said consistently throughout the 70s and 80s into the early 90s. But in the mid 90s too, if you want to count like Secret Garden and stuff like that. But the fact that the Grateful Dead did not have a top 10 or top, what's it? You said top 40 hit or top 10?
Well, both. That was their only top 40 hit.
Well, there you go. So the fact that they only had a top 40 hit that late in their career really shows you how good music can be even so late in their career. I personally have not gotten it. I can't really comment too much, but to me that shows you how good the band is.
It shows you, like, late career hits. They happen once in a while, but it's very, very rare.
Oh yeah, you look at something like Fleetwood Mac's Rumors, for example. Fleetwood Mac's Rumors, just on a quick side note, their only number one hit song was Dreams in 1977. And obviously it was off Rumors and a ton of big great hits, but their last top 40 hit is in 1987 as well, with Everywhere, Little Lies, stuff off that album, Tango in the Night. So it shows you how good, even though bands formed so early on in time, if you will, but they still hit later on in their career. And this is just another testament of that.
Yeah, but that really shows you, because if you look at something, these people are not one-hit wonders, but if you look at something like the Beach Boys, who had their number one hit in 66 or 60, was Good Vibrations in 66 or 67?
Good Vibrations was 66, if I'm not mistaken, because they had 64, 65, 66, and then 88 was Kokomo.
And then they didn't get another number one hit until almost 20 years later with Kokomo.
Yeah, that's another example of it. So.
But as Todd in the Shadow says, shout out to him. He says late career hits are possible, but they're very rare.
Yeah.
But
the Beach Boys was a good example, Adam. I'm glad you brought that up. But
you know what? Grateful Dead is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yes, they are.
They were inducted in 1994.
Yep.
The year before Jerry Garcia sadly passed away.
Yes. Rip to Jerry Garcia.
But you know what? Like I was saying about the big deadheads, there was I'm not getting political here, JT. I promise I'm not, but just bear with me for a second.
What do you got?
During the 2016 election, there were these things called the Bernie versus Hillary memes. I don't know if you ever saw this.
I have not seen them, no.
And one of them was, what is your favorite? Like they would ask them random questions in the meme, and one of them was, what is your favorite Grateful Dead song? And Bernie was answering all the ones that the big deadheads know. And Hillary in the meme was again, not getting political. Hillary in the meme was I love Touch of Grey.
It's funny.
Because that is sort of like I said, if you tell a lot, I'm guessing from what I'm gathering, if you tell a lot of deadheads that your favorite song is Touch of Grey, they're going to give you some weird looks because the deadheads are very devoted, and
they literally follow the Grateful Dead around the world.
Again, my friend Sasha, I think she sees them once a year, if that, maybe more than that. And I have a very dear family friend who sees them once, twice a year.
Yeah, I mean
And
their fan base is very devoted. If you were not aware.
and you know what's something that I find interesting?
What?
Did you know they changed their set list for like every concert?
I actually did know that. I was looking at Denton Company plays other things, but the Grateful Dead themselves, that was one of the most interesting things about them was that they play all these different songs.
Oh, absolutely. Like, so like, you know, if your favorite song is Touch of Grey, if you go to a show, they might not play it.
Right. Whereas like that's what I love about certain artists. I'm just going back to Springsteen for a sec. The dude's set list changed pretty much every show. You can go see the Grateful Dead or Bruce Springsteen, and they'll play this two completely different sets both nights. You hear
will Bruce still play like Born to Run or not every night?
He'll still play Born to Run. He'll play Hungry Heart. But like that's really, as far as the order goes and stuff like that. As far as the Grateful Dead goes too, their set list will change all the time. Metallica does the same thing too. Like Metallica's they have to play Enter Sandman, they have to play Master Puppets, but the order of the set changes too. It's very interesting how they do that. Grateful Dead, Metallica, Bruce.
Would you ever see Dead and Company or no?
I just don't. I'm not gonna say no because I'm not familiar with enough of their stuff. This is where Bill comes in.
I'm in the same boat though. I'm not a Deadhead. Like I would, like you know, I would probably I know a few of their songs. Like this is probably a band that I respect more than I like. If that makes sense. Like I don't dislike them.
No, of course.
But you know, if my if Vinny or Sasha or my family friend said, "Hey, I have an extra ticket to see Dead and Company, would you go?" I'd go to check it out.
It would be cool. It's a big enough band where they tour in big places. They play Bethel Woods. They play at stadiums as well too. So,
like, I would go check it out.
I just wouldn't know any of the songs. That's the unfortunate part.
No, but I would. Yeah, but you know what? But the Grateful Dead are technically a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, which is crazy. How many? Even though they have so many other good songs, like Uncle John. What's that one? Box of Rain. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, and you want to with the Touch of Grey. Have you ever seen the music video for it?
I have not.
It's very trippy.
I haven't.
And you want to know something? I was actually listening to that song a lot during quarantine.
Oh, geez.
Well, because first it's trippy. It's like they show the band, and they have the band like disintegrate into skeletons, and they're playing the rest of the song.
Oh, geez, really?
Yeah, but like I said, during quarantine, because of the line "We will get by."
Yeah.
We will get by. Do 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 do. I will survive. That song.
Yeah.
But you know, because that song was basically telling me, "Hey, we'll get by."
It's a good message.
We will get by.
So,
but yeah, that's
very interesting pick, bud. Very interesting pick.
Thank you. And again, Vinny, Steve, other Steve, Sasha, that was all for you. You're welcome.
Is it my turn?
Over to you, buddy.
All right. So the Grateful Dead, if you haven't checked out Grateful Dead, check them out. And if you see Dead and Company on the road, and if they stop by your town or city, check them out. Are you ready?
Ready.
Now, Bill's not going to be happy with this pick, but I did some research, and because a lot of people only know them for this one song, which was it reached number 6 in the Hot 100, but all their other songs.
I got the baseball bat ready. Do it.
Okay. This band has run for one hit song, but they've had other hits too. Really top 40 hit. Nirvana, if you think about it. They have Smells Like Teen Spirit, and all the other stuff didn't chart as high as that.
Did it still go in the top 40 or?
No, yeah. Smells Like Teen Spirit, the chart hit, it was number 6 on the Hot 100. Whereas Come As You Are or Lithium or stuff like that stuff didn't chart as high. It charted in like the 50s.
Oh, okay. I'll allow this.
Okay, that just want to let you know. That's why I did some research, and that's why Bill's like, "What are you bringing up Nirvana for?" But like, anyways, Nirvana someone out there might correct me on the actual like chart hit position or whatever. Like, oh, it only charted. I don't know, but "Smells Like Teen Spirit" was that song that just lasted. Like the song itself. I'm looking at the chart as we talk. Forgive me. We're keeping it low key tonight. So on the Hot 100, it reached number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100. That means the mainstream was listening to it all over the U.S. all the time.
And Kurt Cobain hated it.
He hated the song. He to this day. I mean, Chris Novoselic and Dave Grohl they barely talk about it too. Because Dave will barely talk about it because Nirvana was such like a different time. It was such a unique time for him as a band. But I will say though, I know that Bill thinks overrated. I don't think they're necessarily overrated per se. I think "Smells Like Teen Spirit" makes them think they're overrated. But I mean, it is amplified whining though. You are correct.
Because have you noticed that Dave Grohl barely talks about Nirvana?
No, he only talks about Foo Fighters, which I totally get. I totally understand why.
Because Courtney Love is still a pain in the ass to him.
I didn't know that, really.
Yeah, no, like they actually compared the feud between Dave Grohl and Courtney Love to the feud of Paul McCartney and Yoko Ono.
Did they really?
Yeah, but I think nowadays, I want to say that Dave Grohl and Courtney Love, I think they patched things up. But no, like there was
I hope they would,
Like there was a time I forgot what exactly was said, but somebody yelled something to Courtney Love when she was on stage. And she said, if you want that, go to a fucking Foo Fighters concert.
Oh my God.
Like, and also, and speaking of Paul McCartney, after Hurricane Sandy hit, there was actually a Paul McCartney, Dave Grohl, and Chris Novoselic at the 12-12-12 concert.
They did a Nirvana reunion.
And they did a song called "Cut Me Some Slack," and Courtney Love said she was not amused.
Wow, that's a shame.
And you know what the thing is? It's like, okay, like comparing Courtney Love to Yoko Ono, at least Yoko Ono has mellowed out.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and I think Courtney Love has mellowed out because I know Paul and Yoko have patched things up.
Of course they have.
I want to say Dave Grohl and Courtney Love patched things up, but I'm not 100%. I think they're at least civil with each other because there was an incident that she was actually saying on Twitter. I think that Dave Grohl was flirting with her daughter, and that led to a giant. There was a petition that even her own daughter signed to get her banned from Twitter.
Oh, wow.
So if your own child wants you banned from a social media platform.
That's crazy.
But I thought they had a few other top 40 hits. I guess I was wrong.
I did some research beforehand, and "Smells Like Teen Spirit" was the only like top 40 hit they had, whereas "Come As You Are," "Lithium Breed," stuff like that, like was all very in the high 50s, but it never reached the top 40. I found that out.
That's interesting. Well done.
The more you know. So I had no idea until we picked this topic tonight. It was pretty good. All right, it's over to you, my guy. What do you got?
Okay. You know what I got?
What do you got?
Okay. You're gonna find this one interesting.
Yeah.
White Stripe. Now, what do you think their top 40 hit would be?
Seven Nation Army.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Really? What do you got?
It's actually a song I've never heard it until I was looking up. It's called Icky Thump.
I've heard of it, but Smells Like Teen Spirit. But Seven Nation Army is so played so much.
If you go to any sporting event and you hear the oh,
yeah, all because of that bass line they came up with.
Doom, 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 doom. And
yeah, totally.
But you know what? I think that only chart hold on, give me 1 second, okay?
Yeah. Take your time.
Um,
White Stripes is a great band too, by the way. Jack White, he's great.
it did. It hit number 76 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Yeah.
It hit number 1 on the U.S. Alternative Airplay.
Yep.
I mean, I'm talking about Seven Nation Army, and it hit number 12 on both the U.S. mainstream rock and the U.S. hot rock and alternative singles.
I'm pulling it up for you right here.
In the UK, the Seven Nation Army hit number 7.
Wow, that's
I think
crazy.
on like the main charts, and on the UK indie charts, it hit number 1. But
wow,
Icky Thump, which is a song I've never heard of, actually did better on the top 40 in the US. It hit number 26.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Does it right there.
But you know what? It's like, yeah, like technically they are one-hit wonder, but people hear more.
People in Seven Nation Army more all the time
than this song.
Yeah.
They do hear more. They do hear more that. They do hear more that song than whatchamacallit, than Icky Thump. And also interesting story. Sorry, yeah, not meaning to get political. Trump in 2016 at his campaign rallies played Seven Nation Army. And he did not get the licensing from the White Stripes.
To use it?
To use the song, you got to get the licensing. And,
right, of course.
And because the irony is, because Jack White, his name is, right?
Yep, correct.
Jack White is like a staunch liberal. Is like a big liberal.
Yeah.
He was not too thrilled, but I think he was selling like hats that said Icky Trump to get back at him.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Again, not getting political, but you got to admit, that's kind of clever, though.
That is clever. I will give him that.
Yeah, but anyway, like we don't mind. We don't care what your views are, folks. We still love you, and we're glad you're watching us.
Yes.
But yeah, like you would think Seven Nation Army would be the big hit.
You would think that, but it was not, apparently.
Because you hear that song every time you go to a sporting event. Oh,
yeah.
Every time you hear that.
Even over in Europe, guys. Even in Europe, people play that riff. They think of that riff and they just play it. They vocally, they chant it. It's crazy.
And the Icky Thumps song, it hit number 1 on the UK indie charts and number 2 on the UK singles chart.
Interesting.
Again, we are only counting them as one-hit wonders in the context of the US.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah, White Stripes is a one-hit wonder.
Wow.
And not the song you thought it would be.
No, I thought it would be something else.
You thought it was going to be Seven Nation Army, didn't you?
I did. I thought it was going to be that. My hair, guys.
All right, over to you, bud.
Well, forgive me. I'm pulling up my list as we talk. Forgive me, guys.
No, I do too. So
why don't you go next? Because I have to pull up my list still. I lost it on my phone. You want to go next?
Okay.
What do you got? I found my list. Beck. I'm a loser, baby.
Yeah, that was his only top 40 hit.
That's it?
That was his only top 40 hit. Hit number 10 in 1994.
The more you know.
I didn't know that. Bring the box with Bill. Bring the box with Bill.
Ow!
If you could guess the parody of that song, JT, what do they win?
They win your respect.
In my respect. Isn't that a great prize to have?
It is. Winning his respect, guys, is pretty good.
Yeah, but Beck has won a couple Grammys, I think.
Oh yeah, he's won a couple of Grammys for certain albums that came out recently. But yeah,
I think it was in 2014. I want to say. Hold on, let me look that up.
Yeah, take your time.
Hold on, I'm gonna look at something real quick.
I got my list ready. Go ahead.
Okay. Award denominations. But yeah, he won a Grammy for. Actually, he didn't win a Grammy for Loser.
He did not win the Grammy for that?
He won the Grammy for a song called Where's It At?
Really?
And he won about, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's won 8 Grammys.
That's a lot.
Now, one of them, I want to say it was in 2015 when he won 2 Grammys. Kanye West stormed the stage again as a joke, like what he did to Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then later on Twitter, he went, that should give one of his Grammys to Beyonce to show respect for artists.
Yeah, we reference that a lot, but it's true. It's just, it was
like, dude,
terrible.
Shut up. And like, seriously, again, if I'm Jay-Z, I'd be like, is Kanye obsessed with my wife?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I've never really got into Beck. I think his music's a little weird, but maybe the people who like him just see things I don't. And if you like that, good for you.
I mean, Beck, I really know him only for Loser. That's it.
He's had a few other songs. Like I said, I'm sure he's a nice guy. If you like him for reasons I can't see, that doesn't mean you're stupid. That doesn't mean you're a terrible person. It just means you see something in him that I don't. And good for you. Like we always say on this channel, all art is subjective. All art is subjective. Am I right?
My pick now, right?
All right. Over to you, bud.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm done with Beck. Go on.
The Village People.
Let me guess. YMCA.
Everyone. Well, yeah. Well, here's the thing. YMCA, yes. That's like their only big hit as far as chart wise goes. But let's not, I mean, they've had other songs as well. They have Macho Man and whatnot, you know.
And was In the Navy YMCA? I mean, Village People.
It was. I'm looking it up right now. In the Navy. Wait. Oh, no. In the Navy reached number 3. I take that back.
When did YMCA hit?
Let's check, shall we? YMCA reached number 2. How about that?
You know what? I'll allow this. I will allow this.
All right, fair enough.
I'll allow it.
Because full disclosure, everyone, if you can't tell already, this is a hard list to make. But this, honestly, YMCA was the big hit, but that's really all they're known for. Whereas they have Macho Man, they have In the Navy. There's other songs by them as well. But everyone just goes to YMCA as it is. Everyone goes to YMCA. Everyone gravitates to it. It's a wedding staple song. It's a party song. It's everyone's song. It's a song that everyone knows and everyone knows the dance moves to. If you're old enough, good for you. You know what I mean?
No, like at the Yankee game, between the 6th and 7th inning, they play this.
Correct. They do that.
Young man, when you need to feel down, I say, young man.
Yeah.
That is like one of my favorite parts of the game.
It is. It's a great time of the game.
Now, like he's playing Yankee games with me. He's seen me doing the say at the YMCA.
Yeah, but they're only known for that. They're only known for that one song. So, but yeah. So the Village People are YMCA. Come on. So there you go.
Young Men's Christian Association.
Yeah.
That's what it stands for.
Yeah, it's what it stands for, guys. That's really all I got for them. So I'd want to mention them too, because everyone knows YMCA, but everyone forgets about like In the Navy and stuff like that.
Okay.
What do you got?
Okay, one is I got about 4 more.
All right. Why don't you share with me all of them? Because forgive me, this list was difficult for me to make tonight. So you can share the rest of yours.
Yeah, this will be more conversational now.
Okay, go ahead.
Rush.
Really?
Yeah. And what song would you think it is?
Is it Tom Sawyer?
Nope.
Is it Closer to the Heart?
Nope. It's New World Man.
What?
That chart number 21 in 1982.
Are you serious?
I am dead serious.
What?
I am dead serious.
Are you? No way. Are you serious?
Do I look like I'm joking?
No, you're not. I know you're not. I just can't believe that. That's crazy. What is it under? 1982 Signals?
Yep. And first I want to say...
What is it called?
No, New World Man, I think.
I got it right here.
New World Man.
Yeah. Okay, I got it right here. Talk to me, bud. What do you got?
No, I've never really heard this song because I'm not a huge Rush fan.
Yeah, I like them. I'm not the biggest Rush fan either.
But I will say rest in peace, Neil Peart.
Yes, Neil Peart. My aunt was actually at their last show at the Forum in LA.
Right before he died?
No, but yeah, but the last tour they did, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so she saw him before he died.
That must be pretty sad.
She said it was very rough.
How many days later did he die?
I forget, actually. He died in 2020, January of 2020.
Yeah, that was tough.
That was a rough time.
But you know what? I'll say this with Rush. I thought it was going to be Tom Sawyer as well.
I thought it'd be Tom Sawyer as well. Yeah, January 7th, 2020.
Can you check where it charted, please?
Which one?
Tom Sawyer.
Sure. Anyways, but yeah, Rush is a really good band, guys. If you haven't gotten into Rush, check out Rush.
My buddy Vinny, I think he's seen them a couple times.
They're a really good band, truthfully. Hold on. Forgive us, everyone. For if you're listening to us, forgive us. We're playing it loose tonight.
So come on, let's get loose. Turn it back and there ain't no use. Gotta get our feet on the ground. Cause where we like to party, we only wanna get down. Yeah, so yeah. Tom Sawyer. Song.
Perfect. Here we go. What do you got?
Check charts.
Wow. That's crazy. It only reached number 44 on the Hot 100.
You just missed the top 40.
Just missed it, ladies and gents.
And that is what the song is like most known for. What you see about what you need.
Yeah, Tom Sawyer is like their most well-known song.
And you want to know something? When I saw Imagine Dragons in 2015,
yeah,
they actually covered it, Tom Sawyer.
How was that?
It was interesting.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was good.
All right. I want to see Imagine Dragons too. So
yeah, they are actually. Yeah, they did a really good cover of that song.
They're touring a lot too. I want to see them. So
I'm telling you, go see them.
I'll take you with me.
I'm in.
All right, awesome. All right, but so what's the deal with Rush?
Okay, we're done with Rush. Okay, next one. Twisted Sister. We're not going to take it.
Really?
Yeah, it hit number 21. That was their only top 40 hit.
Well, that makes sense. It's also the most well-known song.
You thought it would be I Wanna Rock.
I did think that.
All right, Mr. Sister, stand up and tell the class, what do you want to do with your life? I want to rock.
By the way, the SpongeBob parody for Goofy Goober Rock is so good.
You want to I actually have friends who actually have met Dee Snider.
Really?
And they say he's actually a really cool guy.
That's good to know.
Yeah,
Because some of these guys, like, because some of these guys, I think that they're like, jerks, but.
No, I heard Dee Snider is actually a real, because I have a friend who met him, and I think she said I think she said she's friends with him. And she would always go to his
really?
Christmas party. And she would go to his Christmas party.
Huh.
And she said he is just a really cool guy. He's a really super nice guy. And yeah, I've seen, he's never done drugs and he doesn't drink.
At all?
No.
Wow.
He said, when you see him, he has a nice cup of Maybelline tea.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
And you want to know something? A couple years ago, he actually he did celebrity wife swap. He swapped his wife with Flavor Flav's fiance.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, and you know what? He's like, when he goes out in public, like him and Flavor Flav's fiance went on a date because they swapped wives. And people have come up to him like, "Hey D, I want to rock." No, thank you, but let me just enjoy my dinner.
That's funny.
Like he acknowledges his fans, but I think like when he's out with his wife, he's just like, just leave me alone. I want to just have time with my wife. And yeah, but anyway, the song "We're Not Gonna Take It," I think it's just a really good song. It's a really rebellious 1980s song.
It really is.
And actually, funny story about this song. When the whole thing in Ukraine started, he actually used this song, and he actually used this song to promote, to tell the Ukrainians to get to basically promote to, fight. And, a lot of the people who are anti-mask during the whole pandemic asked him, well, why didn't you use that song for the anti-mask movement? And then he goes, okay, one is about people fighting for their homeland righteously. Another, okay, these are not the exact quote, but another's a bunch of babies who just don't want to be inconvenienced.
Oh, wow. Wow. Dee Snider's got some heavy swingers down there.
All I got to tell you is he's won everything. He's won the internet. He's won television. He's won everything.
Good for you, Dee Snider.
Yeah. And yeah, he is. Yeah. What is your thoughts on Twisted Sister?
I think they're a really good band. I mean, they're known for "We're Not Gonna Take It" and
"I Want to Rock."
I Want to Rock, but they have other good songs too. I could do you might just be seeing a Why You Should Listen to Twisted Sister video soon.
Yeah, like they had this show called Rock the Cradle.
Yeah.
Which was a show where they had the offspring of all these stars from like the 80s and 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Like this gentleman, like Dee Snider's son, Jesse Blaze Snider, was on it.
Yeah.
And one of the topics was put a twist on one of your parents' most well-known songs. And there was a song he came out, and Dee Snider was like, "Oh no, don't do this!" Like he was gonna do I don't want it. We're Not Gonna Take It. He came out with he came out with just a button-down shirt. Goes, I'm gonna kind of slow it down, make it acoustic. And Dee Snider and Suzette Snider, Dee's wife, are like, "Oh no, we hope you know what the hell you're doing."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Here we go." And he starts out with we're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. And then they sped up, "We're not gonna take it. You say, no, we ain't gonna take it." And in that round, he actually got into the top spot with that version.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I guess Dee Snider is like, whew, maybe it did work. But in that whole reality show, Jesse Blaze ended up He ended up coming in second. He ended up coming
All
in
right.
second.
Fair enough.
He actually lost to Kenny Loggins' son, Crosby. He lost to Crosby Loggins.
Crosby Loggins.
Kenny Loggins. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but one of the most milquetoast artists. Okay, I do like Footloose.
Footloose is great.
I do like Danger Zone.
The Danger Zone.
I do like Danger Zone. I do like I'm All Right.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that Kenny Loggins does a lot with 80s, does the soundtrack to a lot of 80s movies?
Oh, yeah. He's like, he did
Caddyshack, was Caddyshack 70s or 80s?
80. It was 1980. Yeah.
I'm All Right from Caddyshack, Danger Zone from Top Gun, and of course, Footloose from, Footloose.
Footloose, yeah.
Now I gotta cut loose. But yeah, Dee Snider is a great. The song is absolutely great. It's something that needs you to fire up.
Oh, yeah.
I love that song.
It's so good.
Okay. On my next one, Sinead O'Connor, Nothing Compares to You.
You know who originally wrote this song?
Prince, right?
Correct. Prince wrote this song.
Because I didn't know that until a couple of years ago. I was in the car with our good friend Justin.
Yeah.
And he said, rest in peace, because this was in 2016 and the song played, rest in peace, Prince. And I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, he wrote the song. I'm like, I did not know that.
The more you know, kids. Prince wrote Nothing Compares to You.
So this was actually this was her number one hit and her only top 40 single.
Yeah.
It's such, once you think about it, it's such a heartbreaking song.
It really is, if you think about it.
It's a really heartbreaking song. And it's really it's just really
it's heartbreaking.
It's a breakup song, I think.
Is it?
Yep. Nothing compares to you.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, and poor Sinead O'Connor, she went into hiding for a bit after she ripped the picture of the Pope on SNL, and then she disappeared, did concerts here and there. And then I think about a year or so ago, her son passed away.
Oh.
And I think she said she's not going to tour again. So poor Sinead O'Connor.
Poor Sinead O'Connor.
I'm sure she has her issues, but she seems like a lovely person.
I'm sure she is.
I'm sure she's a lovely. But yeah, okay. I cheated here. I actually threw another song on the list, if that's okay.
Sure. What do you got?
Okay. It's actually where is it? It's here somewhere. It's actually, hold on. I'm sorry. Give me a second.
No rush, Bill.
Okay.
Your
call is important to us. Please stay on the line.
Yeah, thank you for listening to 1-800-GOT-BILL.
Okay.
What do you got?
I'm not a big country guy, but I did just think of this.
What?
Garth Brooks.
With Shameless?
What?
With which one?
You would probably think it's the song The River.
Okay.
Song If Tomorrow Never Comes, or my favorite Garth Brooks song, Friends in Low Places. But his number 5 is actually a song called Lost in You.
Really?
Which actually hit number 5
on the Hot 100.
It hit number 5 on the Hot 100 in 1999.
Interesting. Okay.
And he's had 19 top hot country singles since 1989, but only one track in the mainstream top 40.
Really?
So
I wish I knew this.
Garth Brooks is a one-hit wonder. And he's got a few good songs that I like. I'm not a huge country music person, but there are a few good songs I like.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
And now, are you ready for the last one?
What do you got, Bill? Last one. Here we go.
I'll give you a hint. You saw him in concert.
That could mean anyone.
Okay. You want me to narrow it down?
Yes, please.
We saw him in concert.
Oh, really? Interesting. Michael Buble?
Michael Buble. He only had one top 40 hit.
With Haven't Met You Yet, correct?
Just Haven't Met You Yet, which charted at number 4.
Really?
No, 24. I'm sorry. Charted at number 20.
Oh, what's that? I didn't realize it was that high.
A bunch of his albums have hit number 1, but he only had one top 40 hit.
He's so cool.
You're just saying that because you got to sing with him.
That is true. I full disclosure, I did get to sing with Michael Bublé on my birthday of all days.
I remember I took the video of it, and you said if I didn't film it, you'd throw me off the Throgs neck.
Correct. If Bill did not get the video, that's on YouTube. Check it out on my personal YouTube channel.
He'd be doing the show on his own.
I'd be doing the show all by myself because Bill would be gone. But that's not the case because he recorded the video.
This is actually one of my favorite Michael Bublé songs.
Yeah.
And it's such a fun song. It's such a happy song to sing.
It's so fun, Bill. It's so fun.
And you know what I love? I kind of love the message of the song. Because if you're someone like me who hasn't had the best track record with the opposite gender,
you just haven't met them yet.
Exactly. Because I think my favorite line of the song yet, I might have to wait. I'll never give up. I guess it's halftime and the other half's luck. Whoever you are, whoever you are, whenever it's right, you'll come out of nowhere and into my life. So to all the single men out there, don't lose hope. Hope isn't gone. You're just, in the words of Michael Bublé, you just haven't met them yet.
Well played, Bill. Well played.
You just haven't met them yet. And yeah, it's such a fun song too.
It really is. By the way, Michael Bublé, if you're out there listening to us, I love you. Thanks for letting me sing with you. And you can reach us at 1-800
Bill. We should have put that on the back of the flyer.
I should have. On the signed request of me singing Fly Me to the Moon with him, we should have done that. That would have been great.
Yeah, and our seats was so freaking good for that concert.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That was like probably one of the best. That was the 2 times I have had floor seats for a concert.
And you were not disappointed. I was not disappointed either.
Yeah, the other time is when I saw Josh Groban.
He's touring this year too, by the way.
Yeah, he just played in Bethel last night, I think.
You think he's coming to Jones Beach too, actually?
Yeah, like I wanted to see if my mom wanted to go because I saw him twice, both at Mohegan. And, to be honest, I think Josh Groban is one of those concerts you'd see with your mom.
Probably. Same Michael Bublé.
Yeah, and you saw him with me.
Yes, but you're not my mom, so.
Yeah, but anyway, remind me, I got to tell you a joke off the air. It's kind of funny when you said that. Anyway, yeah, so that's my list. Well,
thank you, Bill, for saving the show tonight, because this was a really difficult list for me. I had a hard time coming up with stuff, but Bill ended us on a good note tonight with Michael Bublé. So, but that's going to do it for us here at the Super Review Show's Mixed Bag. Thank you so much for watching, listening, however you enjoyed us tonight. Thank you so much for streaming and listening all over the world, because I check where people are listening and downloading our content. And thank you to all of you around the world for listening to us. And by the way, you can check out Bill at the
Sports Insanity Podcast. Check us out. We're on all platforms.
The
Sports Insanity Network.
I cannot emphasize enough. These guys do an incredible job over there at the Sports Insanity Network. They do such a great job.
It's going to be interesting from here on in. Baseball season's in full swing, no pun intended.
Full swing.
Football season is like, holy shit, football season's only a little more than 2 months away.
Yeah. I saw something online where someone's like, it's only like how many more Sundays until the Giants start or whatever?
And more Sundays.
Where is time going, people? We have no idea. So
felt like just yesterday it was winter. Now
it's summer.
July on Monday, so
it's crazy. But thank you so much for watching, listening, guys. Hope you enjoyed us. And so for all of us here at the Super Review Show, so make sure you guys stay safe and
take care.